Hello and welcome back. So let us take a look together at the demo of Void Sails, which just dropped yesterday. I had the game on my wish list. I had it on there for like 3 or 4 weeks. I think I found the game through Reddit, a commercial there, and found the little trailer they had quite interesting. So I wanted to try it out. So let's see what this has to offer. So let's start a new game, and let's start with the character creation. Departure. Greetings. You might not know me yet, but I've urgent news. Your father, Leonardo Salvatore, the renowned explorer and scholar, has vanished in his latest expedition, a professional hazard, so to speak. However, this case is of particular interest to me. Seek me in the capital. A ship will be awaiting you at the docks. Until then, the man in yellow. Which kind of makes me think, is this related to the king in yellow? We don't know. So, I dabbled with it for like 2 or 3 minutes. I've seen a little bit of it. This is the character creation. But then I figured, let's explore this together in a video. So, you share the letter again, Leonardo, your father, gone. The letter came unexpectedly. Not much time to prepare. You look at your room, reminiscing about your past. So I can either pick university or apprenticeship. One will increase my resolve, one will increase my knowledge. Let's go with knowledge. A blissful time you've toiled relentlessly over the manuscripts, gaining every bit of knowledge possible. So, hefty bonus to my knowledge. Next part. There was one subject which interested you the most. The one which framed your view of the world and shaped your personality. Applied science or rhetorics and philosophy. So, got perception, could get a boost for that, or resolve. So let's go for this one this time. I really don't know much about the, how important these stats are, but let's just see and let the demo take us by the hand and go through this. Words became your weapon, ideas your battlefield. Debates would rage endlessly, and some students would settle their arguments after class. You often finish the day with red-tainted knuckles. So, you double-check your luggage, a few sets of clothes, some of your savings. There was little time to prepare, but you took one particular item, either an old book or a magnifying glass. I could go for the old book and give us even more bonus in knowledge, or a set of magnifying glasses made to improve one's perception. Let's go for this, so we've got like an equal balance. Maybe a good idea, maybe a horrible idea, but we'll see. You grab the set of magnifying glasses and put them into your luggage. No more time to waste. As the dawn breaks and the sky clears, you close the door and head for the docks, searching for the ship. As you make your way, a young man with bright red hair suddenly approaches you. So that's Sean O'Brien. Oh, Captain, I found you. Morning. Name is Sean O'Brien. I will be your first mate, ready to take command and set sail. He gives you a wide smile, displaying a set of straight teeth. Sean looks pleased to meet you and is eager to set sail. I guess that's surprising to me. To be honest, so did I, but the man in yellow was insistent. Strange fellow he is. Very not. Starfaring might look intimidating initially, but it doesn't differ much from sailing the seas. And just look at the ship he got us. Points at the ship behind him, peacefully rocking at the pier. Its engines humming, ready to take off at a moment's notice. So, as you can see, we have look close at Sean, which requires premonition, and I have a 30% chance, or inspect the ship, which is a test of knowledge, which gives me a 60% chance. And now, I have to do a test. To perform a test, you need to roll a number. That number is compared to the value of your attribute, shown in the middle of the dial, so I've got 60. If the number roll is equal or less, you have succeeded. The higher your attributes are, the greater your chance to succeed. Got no artifact, and so let's just spin the wheel. 30. In kind of weird, when I tried this the first time a few minutes ago, it has the same results. I got a 30 as well, so I don't know if I'm just very lucky. Maybe I should play the lottery today, who knows. So, critical success! A lightweight brick equipped with a solar core. The sail's fabric accumulates energy and directs it to a powerful engine. Excess energy is stored and distributed to light accelerators in an absorption field. In combination with engraved hardwood, which allows for zero buoyancy, Creates an agile ship capable of navigating between the stars. So I got +2 knowledge. The adventure begins, so let's see. If you figured this was like kind of like a visual novel or something, it's not. Let's get into it. Sean gives you a friendly smile and diverts his attention to the crew's preparations. As the ship soars high above the clouds, you leave the port behind. Several days later, you arrive at Cloudshire, a lush agricultural region and the first stop on your way before reaching the capital. You must acquire a travel permit from a nearby castle. It will allow you to navigate safely through the new world. And here we go. This is my ship. As you can see, it's floating. The sails, I guess, are accumulating energy. With the mouse, I can turn the camera, and I'm off. Press W and S to switch engine mode, hold A and B to turn.
Perfect start. Just remember, it's a starfaring ship, not some flimsy tiny boat.
Okay, so I guess I'm learning by doing.
The ship will take time to react. The same
And as Sean says, it takes a little while to react. It's a bit sluggish, but I guess that's expected for a floating ship. And I guess this is just a piece of advice to not run into any kind of rock. I'll try not to. And it mentioned a castle. I wonder whether I should just take a little detour and see what happens.
Good. See? Told you it was easy.
But I guess this is just the tutorial.
There is more to commanding the ship, but I will show you when the time comes. For now, let's just keep the course.
Righty, let's keep course.
If you find something of interest you'd like to explore along the way, feel free to do so.
Alrighty.
Just sail nearby and disembark when possible. The boys and I will stay on the ship, conducting repairs if needed.
Apparently he knows my maneuvering because, you know, he's talking about repairs. So you can see, taking a 180 turn, almost. It did take a little time, trying to get to these houses. But apparently, can't really disembark here. Maybe here? Let's take a little stop. Oh, this over there looks quite interesting. And as you can figure out, probably I apparently have the attention span of a squirrel, because I want to check this out. Still no disembarking possible. What if I stop? Nope. So let's go over here. Let's see what this... Oh, okay. Approach the light beacon, hold F to interact. So let's do that. It's kind of difficult as how to like gain more. Oh, okay, now I can interact. Alrighty. Abandoned church. Stand outside the church, its doors wide open. The church bell rings solemnly under the mild wind. The place doesn't look particularly old. Although abandoned, it must have been built in the last few decades. So, of course, we are gonna enter. Inside, though, it looks much more damaged. A strange overgrowth covers the wall with thick, dark roots creating a mosaic pattern. They seem to cover most of the church except the golden mask placed at an otherwise barren altar. The stone around it is slightly charred. The mask's empty sockets watch closely as you make your next move. So, I can either remove the mask with a 45% chance, due to my resolve, or examine the mask first. And here we're gonna spin the wheel again. 40. The golden mask is a symbol of the Empire. These masks are replicas. They represent the one carried by the masked prophet, conveying his presence and the all-seeing light. Frequently used by the Inquisition, these masks are resistant to the corruption of the wheel. Got more knowledge for that. As you finish the inspection, a sudden burst of wind slams the door shut. The roots rustle around you. Faint light can be seen from the masked surface, perhaps just a reflection. So I can either try to remove the mask with 45% chance or leave the mask. So let us try this. It's a 45% chance, but I'm gonna go for it. And this does not look good. Nope. Failed the test. You grab the mask and pull. It is set firmly in the stone, but eventually it starts to give way. When finally removed, it suddenly emits a sharp and painful light. It blinds you. Involuntarily, you drop the mask and shield your eyes. It falls on the floor and cracks. So, great. I messed it up. Alrighty. That was not exactly a success. So let's move on. As you can see, I apparently have 2 cannons and some kind of a grapple.
Cloudshire. Warm,
Alrighty.
fertile fields.
A boost.
Too bad we can't stay here for too long.
I don't see any of these other
Which reminds me,
shiny
we
markers.
must get a travel permit to continue past this point. There is the castle of Saint Isidore somewhere in the region. If we ask nicely, they can issue us the permit. Time to use some of that sweet solar energy our ship's sails accumulate. Send the engine
Well, Sean is not very
into
perceptive because I've been in overdrive for a couple of seconds
This will
already.
consume more energy, but will make the ship both faster and more responsive to your commands.
Righty. So I guess, let me see, there's no map apparently that I can see. So let us see if we can find this castle. I also still wonder, I don't think you can gain some altitude. At least I haven't found a way to do so, because I would of course like to check this area out from a higher perspective. I think this one thing over there may be the castle. Looks like it at least. So let's head over there. So far, I kind of like the graphics. And the music, I mean, it's nothing to write home about, but it's pretty relaxing. And so are the other aspects, like the graphics and stuff. I like the vibe of this. So let us see if we can make it to the castle. And I just burned out my engine. So let's see what happens if I just use that overdrive mode until I'm almost out of energy and then stop using it. Also wonder
When we
when
get to the castle, they will ask questions.
combat is gonna enter the picture.
Who are you? Where are you going? By the holy light, did you submit the I-94 form? All that bureaucratic nonsense. As annoying as it is, we had better not start on the wrong foot.
Alright, we just have to
Something
find
tells
the
me
spot
man in yellow won't appreciate it if we
where we
stir
can actually
unnecessary trouble.
interact, and this castle seems to spread over like
By the
several
way,
of those
how did
floating
you get
rocks.
to know him? I've worked with the man several times, but I doubt he would hire a ship to help me out.
Okay, that seems to be the borders of the zone, apparently. So I guess I have to turn around and actually try to approach the main part of that castle, or what looks like it at least. So let's head over there. Now let's stop the overdrive shortly before we run out. Like now. Well, doesn't seem to make that much of a difference. Ah, okay. Seems like this is the place where we have to go. Alrighty. See when we get the prompt right now. Alright. Custom surface. You approach the castle gates, but there don't seem to be any guards, neither next to the gates nor on top of the walls. Next to the entrance is a small door with a customs office sign. As you enter, you're greeted by a small room filled with measurements and weighing equipment, and several tables and chairs, all empty except one. Behind is a young woman in the Imperial officer robe. Greetings, welcome to the castle of Saint Isidore. My name is Lucia della Torre, and I'm the Lieutenant Castellan. How may I be of assistance? She gives you a polite smile awaiting your response. So I can either ask why the castle is so empty or go straight for the permit. Let's do some small talk. It's strange, doesn't it? On a typical day, hundreds of people would be manning the posts and operating the defense towers. But today is not a typical day. Today is the pilgrimage to the shrine of Saint Isidore, the patron of this castle and the surrounding lands. So I can act concerned or act skeptical. Doesn't sound like a good reason to leave the castle with almost no garrison, or seems like the castle is rather defenseless. She leans forward a bit and continues in a hushed voice. That's what I told the Lord Inquisitor, but he insisted that this time was special and that the ceremony would require more people and preparations. Shouldn't be a problem. It's Lieutenant Castellan. I'm sure I can help you with whatever you might require. However, if it's a travel permit you seek, there's an issue. Of course, there is. Unfortunately, unauthorized travel within the New World is strictly prohibited, based on the truce terms between the Empire and the Old Kingdoms. I would need you to provide a letter of sponsorship from any notable citizen or patron of the capital. I don't... Perhaps a letter from the man in yellow will suffice? Let's see. She takes a glance and frowns. The man in yellow, huh? That person may not sound like a reputable source. Give me a minute, I will need to consult the ledger. She takes your papers and exits the room through the back entrance. A couple of minutes pass. You start to wonder how massive this ledger must be to take so much time when suddenly a loud bell is heard across the castle. Something is happening outside. You rush back to your ship. Alrighty, combat I guess. So, press right mouse button to go into aim mode, aim forward and hold left mouse button to charge your solar cannon. Alrighty, so let me first... Alrighty.
If I see any men cowering, I will throw you overboard myself.
Okay, it's a solar cannon. Of course, I can't dodge those kind of bullets. And let me see if I can charge it again. Oh yeah, it's recharging. So it's not a grapple hook or anything, it's my solar cannon. And it can now be charged again. So let's do this. Fully charged. And I guess that was a nice hit. So let me use my cannons. I'm not sure whether I am supposed to hit those marked spots. And those reddish items. And it takes quite some time to recharge the cannons, I have to say. Okay, let me see if I can get behind him and charge my solar cannon. Alrighty. I'm gonna turn again. And as you can see, I'm almost dead. But I have taken out most of his cannons, but now he's taken out me. Alrighty, so this does require a bit more tactic in terms of like trying to take out those cannons first. I guess that's what those red spots were. And now I would have to repeat the whole process. So let us give this one more try. And this time I'm gonna skip through the whole thing a little faster. through the dialogue because we've been through that. Maybe I should change the, take some different options. Let's go straight to the point. And even with those papers from the university, she still needs to check the ledger. And we're back in combat.
Prepare to engage. It's a big ship.
So let's see if we can do better this time.
Remember the drill. Turn, fire, repeat. Aim for the sails and engine pipes. Disable their big cannons if you get a chance. If I see any men cowering, I will throw you overboard myself.
Nope. But my solar cannon is almost fully charged again. So let's do it this way. And let's see if we can hit those cannons this time. Focus on those. Okay, so let me use the side cannons. And we've got that fully charged. Okay, that's 2 taken out, so let's turn. Yes, that looks a little better. Now he's turning and giving me the front cannons. Okay, let's slow down. And let's charge the solar gun again. And go for this part. Yeah, that was pretty successful. I wonder though where those cannonballs are coming from because I don't see any cannons on the back. And my solar gun is ready to be charged again. Yay! Woohoo! Victory!
Down you go.
Alrighty.
Now that was some proper fight, and with a military gunship.
So let's see.
Head back to the castle. Miss Delatour has some explaining to do.
I guess now they owe me something, so hopefully I get that permit. Let's also see if we can maybe shoot those things over there. Ah, okay, gold. Nice. So let's get back to the castle, see what they say now. And hopefully that they actually, the crew will hopefully really repair the damage while I'm off the ship, as they promised. Because that was another close call. Autosave system, and that seems to be the only way to save right now. Alrighty. You head back to the customs office. The alarm bell finally stops, but the castle is still on high alert. You can see a small group of people sprinting around the castle walls. Soon after, Lucia bursts through the door. Breathing heavily, she looks like she's been running for quite some time. Apologies, Captain. We could not provide any covering fire, but you managed just fine. Good job dispatching that ship. So where were we? You can see her agitation. The attack on the castle was much of a surprise to her. But whatever, I came here for the permit. Ah yes, of course. I checked your papers. Usually it won't be enough, but I can ignore you help defending the castle. She seems reluctant. Perhaps what she's about to do is directly violating the established protocols. Her tone suddenly becomes more ceremonial. Considering your help repairing the attack on Saint Isidore Castle, I, Lucia de la Torre, Lieutenant Castellan, by my authority, commend you for your valiant defense against the enemy. On the Empire's behalf, I grant you free passage to the New World. Okay. Nice. She smiles and hands over your papers. And now, if you excuse me, I have an investigation to conduct. If you wish to leave us, head towards the mountain and turn left. There is a lighthouse nearby. Safe travels. Alrighty. So that would be the next step. I don't think that much damage was repaired, if any at all. But, yeah. So anyway, my first impression. I like the vibe of this. The ship is, of course, a bit sluggish to control. I'm getting a little bit of vibes like in, I don't know, Black Flag ship combat, but not as much. A bit slower and a bit simplified. And I have to say, I'm looking forward to see what else it has to offer. So if you're interested in this, if you liked what you saw, give this a try. The Steam demo is now out. So check it out. And thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And talk to you next time. Bye-bye.